You're tuned in to Spiritual Wellness with Sonia Cole, airing every second Saturday, 2 to 2:30 p.m. on Wellington Access Radio, 783 AM. So do you think past life regression is becoming more mainstream? Is every kind of person having it?
I think it's definitely becoming more accepted and more understood as a therapy and as a way of understanding who we are. Yeah, I think it's in this sort of day and age, people are more open to the idea that we have lived many lives before, and that the product of those lives is essentially who we are today. And by understanding these lives, understanding the aspects of us as a soul, we're able to then understand more about who we are, which enables us to really move through our lives today with greater awareness, greater knowledge about how we behave, who we are, the people that are in our lives today, and where we are in this day and age.
So do you think by going back into the past it helps them with their current life?
Absolutely.
So that's the purpose of it? It
is. I mean, essentially, within our minds, we have what is known as the conscious mind, which is essentially the 10%, the top 10% of our mind that we use for our everyday thinking about what we need to do next, going to work, things we have to remember to get from the shops, those sorts of things we all hold within our 10%. Then below that is what is termed the subconscious mind, and further down into the superconscious mind, which is essentially 90% of who we are. The greater percentage of what we don't know is essentially this wonderful area of knowledge that really has a lot of learning for who we are. And so exploring this through past life regression, through soul regression, through deep therapy, we're able to really draw upon those experiences, draw upon that knowledge and wisdom, and really bring it up into our awareness so that we can essentially know more of who we are and be aware of those memories and those potentials that we hold within our subconscious mind.
So when someone has a past life regression, is it ever scary for people, or do you find that they don't really get caught up into the pictures they see or the feelings they have?
I think the experience of the past life journey is normally a very cathartic journey. It's a journey where essentially what you're experiencing is not the event directly, because the event's already happened. In whatever shape or form that event has already passed.
So is it more like you're observing it?
It's experiencing the memory of it, I guess, would be the clearer way of explaining what it is. It's like experiencing the memory of an event rather than actually experiencing the event. So yeah, it's like observing it, but you're observing it subjectively. You're subjectively observing the memory of a life that you've lived before, which enables you to then be able to look upon it and draw in other aspects of yourself that will allow you to understand it in ways that previously you weren't able to understand.
So it gives you a bigger picture look.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's essentially like the benefit of hindsight being brought back into different aspects of your life to help explain the way that you behave in the life today.
And you're always there with them, aren't you? You're always observing them and guiding them.
Absolutely.
Totally aware of what's going on.
Absolutely. And that's part of the safe space that the hypnotherapist sets up with their client, is having someone there essentially to walk with them through the journey and to be there with them with the knowledge and the expertise to really help them through anything that they come across and help guide them into really learning everything that they need to learn from that experience to help them move through what they've come to move through.
So can you take me through a typical induction to just explain when a person arrives what they should expect?
Okay, so how a past life regression normally sets up for us, the way that we do it with hypnoenergetics, is that we'll take the person into a very relaxed state, a really beautiful, relaxed and calming state, through suggestions and through journeying, before then taking them on a journey through memories of their current life. And it's basically working along a timeline-based idea. So we'll start them going back in time within this life to an age around 12 where they'll experience a happy or a positive or neutral.
Why do you choose 12?
12 is just a good age where normally for kids in the formative years and up until the age of 12, there's a lot of happy, more innocent memories around there that are easily accessed, and it's just able for us to really start to get people into the experience and able to get grounded into what it is to experience memories in this sort of way. And that's also the reason why we like to use happy, positive or neutral memories, because the idea is to get the person comfortable with this way of journeying, this way of experiencing, and in the most positive way.
So you don't encourage someone to relive something that wasn't so pleasant?
No, I mean, if someone's come for a past life regression, there's definitely a responsibility that I have to honour why they have come. The fact of the matter is, whether or not we guide them to these happy, positive or neutral memories, if essentially at their soul level they've come to us for deep healing that is within this life, then they will go into whatever memories or whatever events that they have been brought to this space, to my space, to experience for healing. And so, look, we can guide them there, but obviously sometimes people do go into events that are necessary for them to heal in that life. We call that a healing hijack. So it's essentially where the soul has guided this person through the idea of a past life regression to come and see us. But the real reason for them being there is to actually look at events and memories of their life in their current life that really needed healing for them. And so we take them through that process. And that's really the responsibility of being a good hypnotherapist, is allowing the space and the openness for the session to acknowledge when healing is needed to be done and to do that healing as is seen fit.
Now, you also go back into the womb, don't you?
We do, yes. We do. And the reason is that studies that have been done with womb work really have opened up a wealth of information where we've come to understand the real power of energy, and the energy that a newborn or a fetus can experience from their mother or from their surroundings even, can really explain a lot of things that proliferate in their lives following birth. And through experiencing womb work, we've really discovered some incredible ideas and some incredible understandings about how energy is taken on, as well as being able to access what we know as a soul state, where that connection to the soul, having come into the womb, having come into the body, we're still able to access information around the soul's purpose for that life, the themes, the reasons for coming into a particular family, for living a certain journey in this life. We still have access to that within the womb, this sort of knowledge.
And people love to know what their life purpose is, don't they?
Absolutely. I think that's one of the key things that all of us would like to know.
Why are we here?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So it is essentially one of the first pit stops, if you like, for us to be able to access that information and that soul state where we can start to really delve into the knowledge and the ideas of why a particular soul has come in the way that they've come into this life.